morning, everyone. Good morning. Hello, everyone. Good morning for this fantastic second day of Smao Milan. How is the energy vibe this morning? Okay, way better than yesterday night. Congratulations, you survived. I'm very happy. So let's start this fantastic panel regarding building new ecosystem, listening to some fantastic pitches from our founders. So I'm more than delighted to invite on stage Innovatech. Yes, we can clap. It's allowed. Do we have Innovatech founders? Okay, we go on. Inspection drone, if I am pronouncing correctly. Thank you. Thank you.
Good morning to everybody. My name is Marco, CEO and co-founder of Inspection Drone. Our vision goes beyond artificial intelligence. Care about the status of the maintenance of our infrastructure, keep calm and going. Back in 2017, we started to investigate the status of the maintenance and how the inspection were made through the Italian motorway system. We found that this system were obsolete, low quality, dangerous, and unscheduled. So we ask ourselves, is there any better way to do this inspection throughout the infrastructure? When it comes to infrastructure, we believe we put a lot of trust on them. We believe that they always last. There are however, many incidents that take away our trust into the infrastructure we have around us. We started in 2017 to study the industry, and unfortunately in 2018, for the Italian people knows very well, the Genoa Bridge collapse. And we keep on developing our vision of combining drones as the tool to collect data and artificial intelligence to analyze all the data. So today we are able to identify automatically defects on infrastructure made of concrete and iron, develop all the reporting that needs to be completed by the certified engineering. And we do all this through fantastic customer and fantastic partnership.
Well done, Inspection Drone. Congratulations. So the next in line is Lexroom AI. Do we have Lexroom AI? Oh, welcome. Good morning, dear. Have a nice speech. Ciao, ben trovato. Ben trovato.
Good morning, everyone. So my name is Mauro Corselli, and I'm an account executive in Lexroom. I don't know if you know, but legal work is getting complex every day more and more. We try, of course, to change that. We decided to build a platform that enhances the lawyer and not substitute it, automizing some tasks, day-to-day tasks that are really stressful, and to give back power and time to the lawyer by using artificial intelligence. It's a different platform amongst the competition because it uses qualified legal data to do and automate some tasks such as draft of pleadings, analyzing contracts, and other, of course, many other tasks. We partnered, and it's a platform built by legal professionals to legal professionals, partnering with the top tier law firms in Italy. We're serving more than 10,000 customers all around Italy, and of course we are internationalizing with a long-term strategy. What is the key factor of Lexroom is that we saw in-house corporate teams, in law firms, the need to get faster. Sources multiply, clients expect faster answers, and so we try to do that by, with a proprietary platform using artificial intelligence. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Lex from AI. Yes, you were on time. Well done. So next in line is Salute 360, Salute 360. Welcome on stage.
Hello, my name is Virginia and I work in Salute 360. Our platform was born for unify all healthcare service in one unique place. For patients, of course, but also for healthcare providers like doctor, pharmacists, and hospital. In our platform, you can find a lot of doctors, book an appointment with them, chat with the doctor, also buy medicine and receive them at your home and more. Every month, 200,000 patients and 8,000 healthcare providers use our platform for 1,500 services and 2,000 medicine deliveries. Our next step is artificial intelligence. We are creating a healthcare assistant that can help every patient in their health path, around the whole their health path. And we will present it at CES in Las Vegas 2026. If you want to know more about our reality, you can find us at the stand C19. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much also for inviting us in Las Vegas. So next in line is Smart Fab. Do we have Smart Fab here? Fantastic timing, perfetto.
Hi, my name is Anna Cicero, and I am the CEO and founder of SmartFab. SmartFab is a startup based in Milan. We help manufacturers understand the insights hidden in their data. I'm sure, as you know, every factory loses millions of data points each shift. It's hidden in the noise. We uncover the information hidden in that data to help bring higher margins, lower waste, and lower usage of energy. What if your data could tell you what to do next? That's exactly what SmartFab does. We don't just interact with your equipment, we listen to it and tell you what actions you should take. Here's how it works. We connect the data across silos to create digital twins of your manufacturing environment. We take the data from your MES, your ERP, your IoT systems, and your quality assurance, even if you only have one, and reconnect it in a way that's going to tell you exactly what's happening in your factory. We then uncover all of those changes in your environment that lead to changes in your KPIs and predict exactly how those KPIs are going to be impacted by each one of those changes. We then provide ranked explainable insights so that operators and technicians know exactly what actions they should take to fix the problems that they're seeing. We've proven this across global manufacturers as well as PMEs. Partners like Goodyear, BIC, Dana, Bonfiglioli, and small companies like Vis Hydraulics, Wonder, and Atlantic Fluid, proving that they can, in just under 10 weeks, have double-digit increases in OEE, cycle time, and reductions in scrap rates. Our process is a two-step process. The first is a data assessment. We work with manufacturers to understand their key challenges, the data that they collect, and help them understand if it can actually be used to solve those challenges and whether they need to change the way they collect the data to increase the relevance and improve the quality. We then deploy a live demo in the production line, providing them with a guaranteed ROI in under 10 weeks. The entire process is done in under 10 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you so much, SmartFab. Next in line, we're going to listen to the team of Tile Desk. Welcome on stage.
Hello. My name is Giovanna. I am the Conversation and Automation Engineer at Tile Desk. Our mission is to help companies become autonomous enterprises. That is, organizations that are able to automate up to 80% of their processes thanks to AI agents and working with people. Nowadays, companies automate nearly 30% of their processes, and we help them to achieve that 80%. How do we do that? Well, we actually help companies fire half of their workforce. Easy, right? Jokes aside, I was just joking. It's actually employees who would call us and ask for help to remove the repetitive tasks and focus then on real value. So if you think about the legacy automation tools, they are based around humans. Ours are based around APIs. So with the rise of MCP and open integrations, our agents, our generative agents, are able to connect pretty much with anything within a company's structure and their processes. The employees are the ones who are designing their own autonomous allies, so autonomous AI agents that can help them cut the unnecessary work, because they are the ones that know how the work is in real time. So how do they do that? They cut the noise thanks to prompting. So no complexity, no code. It's them using a simple tool, and it's them automating. We believe that the next stage following the business process management is actually the new era of agentic AI. And from small things comes greatness, and together with partnerships, we are able to grow and achieve meaningful things together. Thank you.
Thank you so much, TileDesk. Really well done. Next in line, Ulysses. Voila. Welcome on stage. Good luck.
Good morning, everyone. I am okay. I'm Mattia Tartaglia from Ulysses. I'm the CEO and founder. We developed our own localization system that achieves two major features: being extremely expandable, extremely effective, and also extremely accurate. How do we do this? We built our own mesh ecosystem that allows to triangulate the signals coming from our tag. We developed all the technology inside our own facility. The main advantage respect to BLE or ultra-wideband, our battery lasts way longer. We are much accurate, and we can expand our system to tens of thousands of nodes in a single network. We used our first deployment was in the maritime sector, so we were tracking boats inside the marinas. We couldn't use GPS for a privacy reason, and the next market was the trains, actually. Thanks to Trenord, we will install over 300 trains in the Fiorenza facility, that is the largest in Europe for maintenance. It has 4 indoor depots and an outdoor area of almost 400,000 square meters. So it was important to find an effective solution that could be completely battery powered to find the trains and help the maintenance and the moving of the trains inside the depots. We didn't stop here. We are also exploring other markets like asset tracking, logistics, and we are developing also with the Politecnico di Milano, using always our patented technology, a new ARTVA system. The ARTVA is the search and rescue for hikers. It is what is the main features there? Actually, the range is about 60 meters. With our system, we can go up to 75 meters with a 10 centimeter accuracy, but we can give the first signal of the ballpark of the area to find the hikers up to 1 kilometer. So going from 60 meters to 1 kilometer. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ulysses. So, last but not least, do we have a Zeta Lab? Amazing. Welcome on stage at Zeta Lab. Have a nice speech.
Hi, I'm Giulia Caldon from Zeta Lab. Zeta Lab is a MarTech company specializing in digital product passport. Digital product passport is the European tool that supports sustainability and economy, circular economy. And we have a platform, proprietary platform that's name is Made in Block, that apply blockchain technologies and AI technology to make easy communication through producers and consumers, and communication through the supply chain. We have already realized more than 300 projects in different sectors focused on blockchain traceability, supply chain traceability, and we work also on emotional robotics for retailers to make this information that are in the products, so in the digital identity of the product, can be read from robotics, from emotional robotics, and communicate with the consumers.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Really
you.
well done. So let me check if we have Innovatech with us. We don't have them. It's perfect, because if a founder is not here, he or she is having a very good meeting. So I'm more than happy to say that. So let's jump into the panel itself right now. I'm more than happy to invite our guest on stage. So today we're gonna talk about building new ecosystem, driving innovation through partnership. I think it's a pretty relevant topic for everyone in the room right now. So I'm more than happy to invite on stage Oscar Westengard from Antler. Please welcome us in this fantastic living room. Then I'm gonna call on stage Antonio Baccari from Phil Venture. Welcome, Antonio. Then I'm going to call two different Gianluca. One is Gianluca Mirante from HKTDC, and the other is Gianluca Galletto from ENYC. Welcome on stage. Last but not least, I'm going to call also Chinami from Jetro Japan, and also Stefano from Truffle Capital. Welcome, everyone. You can sit wherever you want. There's no order, except from me. That's my chair. So, welcome on stage, dear panelists. I'm going to talk very loud because I was told yesterday that the panelists cannot listen to me, so I'm going to shout to you, so for you to understand it. Today we're going to discuss our favorite topic, which is ecosystem building. So, of course, we have such a different point of views on this huge topic. And we all want to listen to your insights. Of course, we are also curious to know your institution, your organization, your funds. So it's going to be a challenge to stay in the time today, but we can make it all together. I remind you that we have a present audience here, but a lot of people are listening to you through our streaming line. So double anxiety. Let's start from Stefano Ferrace from Truffle Capital. Yes, it was totally a surprise to you. Dear Stefano, I would love to know more about Truffle Capital, and I would love to hear your insights regarding building ecosystem, which I think Truffle is very good doing.
Thanks. First of all, thanks for the invitation to SMAO. A few words about Truffle Capital. Truffle Capital is one of the oldest VC in France. We were born in 2001, and we have 500 million of asset under management. We specialize in two verticals, medtech and fintech, and I'm part of the fintech team. We invest in the EMEA region, including Turkey and Israel, with a focus, for sure, into the European Union. Tickets buy from 5 to 20, both in medtech and in fintech. We have invested in almost every country of the European Union, and for the concerning the fintech part, our latest investment was in DigiPays, the leading banking as a services in Turkey, with a multi-digit EBITDA. Truffle Capital is a super international team, and of course I'm here because we're willing to explore new opportunities into the Italian market. Few words about the building ecosystem that I think is relevant. From people who don't know Truffle Capital, and again I'm talking about the fintech team, 80% of our portfolio company have a partnership with one of our LPs, meaning that one of our LPs either is a client or co-invested with us into directly into the portfolio, or has become a client of the portfolio company. And that's, I think, a key advantage for our portfolio versus the competition that we have in other VCs in France and in Europe.
Thank you so much, Stefano, for your insights. Now we change geographies, we change countries, because as you can see in this panel, we have such a diversity of countries represented, and I'm so happy about it. So let's go next to Italy with Antonio Baccari, partner from Phil Venture. Welcome, Antonio.
Hello. Thank you very much for the invite. I have a double country. We are a UK-based fund. So I'm one of the managing partner of Phil Venture. Phil Venture is very in line with the topic of the panel today, because we created with other two partners the fund back in 2020. And the idea of the fund is to support Italian founders, not only in Italy, but anywhere in the world. So when we had the first idea of building this fund, the logic was no one is investing in Italian founders, and there is very little private capital that is going into venture capital in Italy. So let's try to address this issue. So we are kind of a venture capital firm that was born with a very similar mindset of a startup. And that's what we did. So we basically start fundraising with corporates, small and medium enterprises, and even large corporation, or family office with an industrial background. And then once we raised our first fund, we started deploying the capital, and we invested in 12 companies with the first fund, half in Italy, and the rest between US, UK, Switzerland, and now France. The idea was actually to, on one hand, support the young Italian ecosystem, where there is a lot of potential, but obviously is lacking a little bit behind other more developed ecosystems like the one in the UK or even France and Germany. And then at the same time supporting founders that go abroad, because the moment you go abroad, you are a foreigner, and therefore it's more difficult for you to raise capital. So we validated our idea with our first fund. We managed we have one unicorn in our portfolio. We have a couple of companies that grow to a 50 million revenue target, and others that are going quite strong. The idea of building an ecosystem is crucial for our business because, as Stefano was saying, we also help our LPs to get into the companies, because that generates additional value. Because most of the times, if you are an investor, okay, you seek financial return, but at the same time, if you own a company, the opportunity that investing in startup and getting to know innovation is probably higher than the return of investment that you can have by investing in a financial instrument. And that is what we proved. So we have, to mention the words of one of our LPs that is in a complete different, very far away. His business is a 100-year-old business, very far away from technology. She told me, like, if we don't invest in venture capital, our company is going to die because we won't have access to innovation. And nowadays they are using a blockchain solution to actually run their business. So a completely different sector, and probably they would have never had the chance to get in touch with this company and develop their business in that way. So for us, building ecosystem and connecting the dots between university acceleration and different stakeholders, not only in Italy, but anywhere in Europe and the US, is crucial for our business.
Thank you, Antonio, for explaining to us way better what Phil Venture does. And I would love to stay in Europe for 5 minutes more. Letting word to Oscar, if you can please stay in Europe with us for a while before traveling abroad, extremely far away from here. Oscar, would you love to make us understand more about Antler and your purpose looking at ecosystem?
Happy to, and thanks a lot for inviting me. It's been a couple of great days. Oscar Westergaard, general partner with Antler, based in Stockholm, running our 150 million Nordic fund. And Antler is a global venture capital platform. We exist in 30 locations around the world, from Sydney, Tokyo, Seoul, all the way to Silicon Valley and also New York and Austin in the US. And we have about $1 billion under management, invested in more than 1,500 companies, 2 unicorns in the portfolio. Most recent is Lovable, a company based out of Stockholm that we invested in from the Nordic Fund. And basically, what Antler does is we support entrepreneurs from day zero. So when you're starting out, setting out your company, even we help with co-founder matching. So you might be a fantastic technical co-founder looking for a commercial lead for your business. We help you with that founder matching through our residency that we run twice a year. We invest from 200K euro up to $1 million in the first check. We can continue to follow until a Series A and beyond that. We have a growth fund of 300 million euros as well. So I'm running our Nordic operation since 8 years back, and we've invested in over 150 or 250 companies across the Nordics. And I think what for us, especially coming from a small country like Sweden, we need to have ecosystem building in our DNA. Because if we don't, I mean, our home market is relatively small, our investor base is small, our customer base is small, so we need to have ecosystem in our DNA and in our blood basically from day one. So with Antler and with what we do is we have built a global ecosystem linking together investors, founders, corporates. We work closely with Amazon and Google and such as well to be able to give the best possible conditions for founders in the early stage. Because when you start up your company, you might be fortunate to have people around you with capital and to help you with that. But if you don't, you need a network. You need contacts. You need capital to be able to grow. And that's what we do at Antler. We really try to give founders the best possible conditions to grow from day zero. Yeah.
Thank you so much,
that's about
Oscar.
it. So, yeah.
I think that a lot of founders after this panel will grab your attention, dear panelists, because you are sharing such good insights for them, and also I think helpful pathways ahead. So thank you very much, Oscar. It's now time to travel. It's now time to go to Hong Kong all together, thanks to Gianluca, invited to this panel to represent the Hong Kong Trade Center. So if you please can describe more about your institution, we will be very happy to understand how to tackle the Hong Kong market.
Yes, thank you, and thanks for inviting me. You said correctly, it's an institution, so it's not a private company. It's the official trade promotional agency of Hong Kong, SAR, and we have 51 offices in the world. The headquarters is in Hong Kong. The office is in Milan, in Italy, is based since 1972, so we have a long story of collaboration with Italian companies, and basically we promote the bilateral trade between Hong Kong and the rest of the world. I'm in charge of the south of Europe, including, of course, Italy, usually for many different sectors, usually lifestyle products, where Italy is very well known overseas. But recently, of course, more and more innovation, of course, especially after the pandemic. Hong Kong is increasing a lot the interest in this sector. Innovation means also AI, also health tech, healthcare, and many other, robotics and many others. So basically we put together investors, companies, and all the players in the scene, thanks to very well developed B2B events in Hong Kong, such as the Asian Financial Forum, which is actually an important platform to identify and to meet with potential investors. Then InnoX, Electronics Fair, are all these mega events, like with more than 4,000 exhibitors and 70,000 visitors. And to our team, together with our team in Hong Kong, we have a very well developed services like the business matching. So before actually departing for Hong Kong, we will be able to provide a list of potential meetings with potential investors. And of course, visiting the event will also means having more opportunity to talk more about this potential partnership. Of course, we know that especially after the pandemic, many startups are not so not keen, but actually not easy to travel all the way to Far East, of course. So that's why we decided actually to stage our largest overseas event called Think Business, Think Hong Kong, this year in Italy, actually Milan, in less than 20 days. So we are very excited because we will be bringing some startups from Hong Kong, led by the Hong Kong Science and Technology Park. And we will be able to match all these companies in our event. I just brought the brochure, so it's we have also a stand here in SMAO, so we can talk more and also to identify some business opportunity right here.
Thank you so much, Gianluca, for inviting us to these special events happening in 20 days. So if you want to hear more, you can definitely go to their stand. And now I will pass from Gianluca to Gianluca, but we are changing ocean because we're going straight to New York in this case. So Gianluca, can you tell us more about your organization?
Okay, first of all, I want to say we have a new mayor in New York.
I know.
And he's only 34, so it's a good thing. So a couple things about myself. First, because this is, so actually I'll start from the organization. The organization is called iCubed NYC, which stands for Italian Innovators Initiative. And it's a nonprofit that I am I'm one of the co-founders and I'm the president. And we all work for free. So it's I say like volunteer organization. And what we do, we are building a community of founders and venture capitalists to basically building and supporting the Italian ecosystem in New York City. But also to support the Italian ecosystem in Italy to scale through New York City, like basically almost every other single European country has done. And we were born also to tell the people in Italy that you don't need to go to Silicon Valley anymore. New York is the largest ecosystem after Silicon Valley. There are 150 unicorns in New York. The ecosystem is valued about almost $1 trillion, about 30,000 startups. In the last 5 years, they've been raising almost 200 billion in venture capital, just the city. So basically, and the other most important thing is that New York City is the gateway to the U.S. markets in general, right? So, but the good thing is that if you're a startup and a growth stage startup, the economy is heavily diversified. So your clients are there. Where you're doing, I heard all the startups here, they will have clients in New York, from healthcare, life science, pharmaceuticals, robotics, media, you name it. And so fashion. So that's very important. And so what I do also, we decided to do this with other people. There's co-founders who are venture capitalists, people who are working with enablers. But my daytime job, I would say, I'm an advisor to, I have a company that advises governments and companies in the urban tech world. And so companies that provide solutions to cities to work better, and cities and national governments on building innovation ecosystems with public-private partnerships. So I have a previous experience in finance and investing. So I've had this roles in governments. I work with the mayor of New York City. So what I'm trying to say is the last thing is that having been part of, I was the head of commerce for New York, so the head of foreign trade. So I met with all the people from Hong Kong, Tokyo. And what I saw is there, and I told it also in a book you can find, it's called Viva New York, it's in Italian. It's a transformation of a city where the government had a very important role. So it's a success story of the public sector. And because if you want to build an ecosystem, the public sector could work as an enabler. As an enabler that what does, instead of giving money to the companies or incentives, you actually work as a convening power to put together partnerships with the science, academia, and the venture capital community, the startups, and the large corporations that are there, that are needed to fund their own innovation. Instead of funding inside, they build it through, also by creating pipelines of demand. So basically, And that's what I tell every city around, is that if you really want to help build an ecosystem, start from changing your procurement, because that's how you can help more, because you create a pipeline for a company to sell your product, because you can give $1 billion to a seed-stage startup, and the startup is not going to know what to do with the money. It's better to you find a client. And in that case, there's a saying that says, like, you're always your best investor is your customer.
Thank you, Gianluca. I think we strongly need you also in Italy. So if you're planning also to stay a bit with us, with your skills. So, last but not least, dear Chinami, we're changing ocean another time, coming to Japan. I would love to know from you more about JETRO Japan and your personal view on ecosystem in Japan.
Okay, thank you. Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here today. I'm Chinami Yamamoto from JETRO Milan office. We actually have office in Milan since 1963, and now our office is located in Via Larga near Duomo. JETRO is a Japanese government-related organization under the Ministry of Economy, Japan, and we promote trade and investment between Japan and the rest of the world. JETRO has 76 overseas offices and also 52 offices in Japan. JETRO engages in a wide range of activities, but today I will focus on innovation field. Before I introduce our services, I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with the Japanese market, so I'd like to give you some insights about Japan. Actually, Italy and Japan have a very strong relation. In Italy, there are around 400 Japanese companies in here. If you see the stock of foreign direct investment from Japan to Italy, it has doubled in last 10 years. And this kind of direct investment often involves Japanese companies acquiring or investing in Italian SMEs in the same industry, because Italian companies have very unique products, technology, creativities, and sales market, which are different from Japanese one. So in the sectors where Italian companies have strengths, such as machinery, textiles, environment-related technologies, and with recent examples also emerging in an aerospace field as well. So I think like both countries are very similar to be known for their manufacturing excellence, and then also very innovative SMEs. We also share common challenges like aging populations and limited resources. So these facts already show that Japan and Italy, each companies can complement each other's strengths and create new innovation together. And I'd like to mention a little bit about the good reason to choose Japan. Regarding Japanese market, Japan is the fourth largest economy and fifth in trade volume. It's a gateway to Asia with many free trade agreements. And the FDI in Japan is keep growing, and Japan ranks #1 in Asia for investment confidence index. So this is based on the factors such as economic stability, growth potential, and low investment risk. And as for the business environment, Japan invests in a lot in R&D and takes great initiatives to support startup as well. Startup investment in Japan has grown 10 times over the past decade. And Tokyo now ranks among the world's top 10 in the global startup ecosystem index. And thanks to high R&D expenditure, large number of patent applications, and also like strong government support from Japan. Japan also promotes venture capital funding, entrepreneurship education, and the collaboration between industry, government, and academia. Do I have one more minute to introduce our services, or?
Well, I think that we'd rather take it for the second question I'm asking you, which is, for all of you, of course, which is the best way to get in contact with you and to work with you? Because I'm thinking that in this moment, in this audience and from home, we're going to have a lot of founders wondering, wow, you made me dream today. I want to travel and go become millionaire in Japan, millionaire in New York, and Hong Kong so far. So which is the best way to interact with you and your organizations? Stefano, would you love to go first, so we respect the order of the first question?
I think I'm the nearest here. France is easy reachable from Italy. I'm half based in Italy and half based in France. So you can text to truffle.com or reach out to me on LinkedIn. Again, we invest in companies that are a bit more mature. We invest from Series A onwards in tech companies and medtech companies. And we'd be happy to meet founders and corporates, of course, because we need to foster network and ecosystem building, especially in Italy and between countries like France and Italy.
Thank you, Stefano. Antonio, would you love to add more in terms of how to contact you?
Yes, so we are launching a second fund that's going to be live in 2026, larger than the first. So if we invest in seed Series A with tickets $500,000 and a follow-on up to 2 million. So we really love Italian founders. It's part of the mission. We need to grow the Italian innovation and technology ecosystem. So if you want to reach out to me on LinkedIn or anywhere here in the area. You can see our website. We have also a section where you can submit your pitch deck, and we will get back to you. So now is a very good moment. The beginning of the year is around the corner. So if you want to reach out now, it's a good time to start talking and getting to know each other.
Thank you, Antonio. So everyone catch the momentum. Then, Oscar, how can we interact with Antler properly?
Great. We always love to talk to driven and ambitious founders that want to build global companies. You can reach out to me on LinkedIn or check out antler.co. We don't have an office in Milan or in Italy yet. Let's see if we will open one. But I'm based in Stockholm. We also have in Berlin, Munich, London, all over Europe. So, always love to talk to great founders.
Thank you, Oscar. Likewise. Then, passing the word to the two Gianlucas in the room, one from Hong Kong, the other representing New York. Gianluca and Gianluca, how we can properly reach out to you and build the new adventures in your countries?
Yes, of course, in digital way, of course, as usual, but we have an office in the Duomo City Center here in Milan, and we have Italian coffee and Hong Kong tea definitely to offer. But I strongly suggest to visit us in person, so we will be able to explain probably much better some complexity there are in the Asian markets, which is not that easy for usually European startups. Especially the close relations and the cross-border integration between Hong Kong and mainland China and Southeast Asia. So that probably my suggestion is actually to come to visit us. And of course, if you will be able to be in Milan on the 27th, it's a free of charge event, but very, very concrete in terms of information you can get.
Amazing, Gianluca 1. Passing the word to Gianluca 2. What about New York?
So, to get in touch with us, the first thing is go check our website, which is i3nyc.org. And also, we have both individual and corporate members. If you're a startup, you can just become a member. It's only $500 a year. I want to make sure that you don't expect us to really provide direct access to investors or anything like that specifically, but what we do, we organize events and missions sometimes so that we can come and we create a network. We have about 100 members that are venture capitalists, founders, and some other enablers. And so if you come and participate, reach out to us through the website. There's other co-founder right there, Simone Tarantino, who's an expert in open innovation and acceleration, and is the other co-founder. And sometimes we have organized other missions for organizations that support local ecosystems. So if you're interested in New York, also reach out to us. We had a great one. Actually, I see the head of the Lazio Innova. We had a fantastic experience with them. And I was able to actually realize how the Rome and Lazio ecosystem, and in general is because it represents the Italian. There's a lot of great companies in Italy, a lot of great talent. We export a lot of talent. We export more talent than anything, I think, in Italy. So just reach out through our website, and then also to me directly, LinkedIn and Simone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gianluca, also for the kind word regarding our country. Chinami, tell us more, please, about your services and how can we reach out to you and come and dream about Japan.
Okay, thank you. So I'm going to introduce our 3 services very quickly. And if you are interested in the services, please come to our booth, which is on the C26, or you can just call us or email us. So we forecast to promote open innovation between Japan and the foreign companies, and also to promote foreign direct investment in Japan and in mainly 3 major sectors, which is digital, green, and life sciences, which is very big. So the first program we could provide for mainly Italian startups for small medium companies, which is JBridge. JBridge is an online platform that we provide business matching between overseas startups and Japanese big corporates or CVCs through its online portal. On the platform, overseas startups will be introduced to register our Japanese clients, which is more than like 3,000 companies, which are looking for collaboration. The collaboration means like both business and capital alliances, including technical alliance, collaboration, collaborative research, and so on. So JETRO, we will arrange the business meetings based on their both requests. The second program we could provide is Invest Japan program. This service offers tailored support for overseas companies seeking to establish business base in Japan. And the program assists business through every stage from we provide market research, consultation with industry experts, introduction to strategic partners, which is in local in Japan or academia, or business advisory like legal and HR matters. And then you can also use our temporary office in Japan for free. The third one, the last one, is J Startup, which is actually a support program for Japanese startups to expand business abroad. But if you are CVCs and interested in exploring Japanese startups, we can also provide Japanese startup scouting service. So since we are a non-profit organization, all the services are free of charge. So if you are interested in it, please come to our booth.
That's amazing. Thank you so much. I may be interested personally. So thank you so much, dear audience, for your attention today for this first panel of the second day of SMAU. Thank you, dear panelists. It was such a nice thing to listen to your insight today. Thank you so much. And audience, grab them. Now you have the opportunity of speaking in person with them. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day here at SMAU.